Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are bringing you a stat show. Taking it nice and slow, letting other things happen. But I've completed another week. We are up to Sunday, the 15th of April, 1979. And I thought I would bring to you what is going on in the world of the National League. Let's make sure what we can see here. This is standings and the game log, as you can see. I'll show the other teams in a second. So far, the Phillies are off to a good jump. Cubs have only played 5, but they're a game and a half back. St. Louis and Pittsburgh 3.5. Montreal 3.5 back, and New York Mets 4.5 back at 2-5. In the West, Cincinnati off to a huge jump, 10-1. Dodgers at 8-3 are 2 games behind. Astros 2.5 at 7-3, and San Francisco, Atlanta, and San Diego having a dismal start, but it is a small sample, so I mean anything's likely to happen. And as you can see here, if you want to pause, you can see in order, no dates, but in order who they played, home or away, win or loss, and the score. And I will go ahead and move it over so you can also see San Francisco and St. Louis, maybe? No. So you can see San Francisco and St. Louis. Let us just do that real quick. So there you go. So if it is your team, you can see how they are a-doings. Doink, that goes there. A little more over. Yeah, that'll probably do right there. So that is the league, and like it says up there in the upper right, through Sunday, April 15th. The next stat show I'll do once I complete April 22nd. Let's go ahead and look team by team, batting and pitching. There is the Braves. Make sure we're seeing that properly. Yes, we are. Okay, cool. The Braves. And I'll let you just read that because that's difficult for me to read from this point of view. That red and that blue just kind of like doink, and I can't really make it out all that well. But I'll let you guys see that one. Braves pitching. Off to a good start. Rick Matula and Mickey Mailer, both sub-4 ERA. Buddy Solomon is doing great. He struck out 12. Phil Niekro struck out 18, but he's given up 22 earned runs in 18 innings. He's an 11 ERA. Adrian Devine has not pitched a whole lot, 4 2/3 in 4 relief appearances, but he's been rocked like crazy. You can see Cubs pitching there. Rick Russell is leading the way with a nice whopping 1.00 ERA early in the season. He's given up 2 earned runs in 18 innings. He's got 2 wins, 2 complete games, and 2 starts. Kruko has not pitched yet. Well, that is something we shall have to remedy. I'll have to get Kruko on the mound. I believe he's due up, or he may have pitched a game that I did for the 16th, which I haven't uploaded here yet, which is totally okay. I just wanted to do this a week at a time when I did this. Chicago Cubs batting. One more. There we go. So you can see Blackwell hasn't been in a game. He and Kruko are the only 2 Cubs that have not been in a game so far. Of course, with the weather in early 79, this is as played. They've only been in 5 games so far. The Reds have been in 11. Same with the Dodgers. And one of the other teams down low in the West. Of course, they're all southern teams. They're going to get better weather. Here you can see Dave Kingman's got 5 home runs after 12 days. Not quite 2 weeks. Season started on the 4th. Sorry, that's 5 ribbies. 3 home runs. 286 batting average. Barry Foote, catcher, he's batting 300. Let's go down and look at Philip Reynolds' Cincinnati Reds. These guys are tearing it up. They've played 11 games. They're 10-1. Batting great. Dan Drees and George Foster, 333, 362 respectively. Ray Knight, 333. Joe Morgan, 333. Foster with 4 home runs. Dreesen with 3, including the grand slam. Davey Concepcion with 2. Foster has struck out 13 times. Geronimo 11. Stolen bases. Reds only have 1 so far with Joe Morgan. But you can see the Reds there. And let's look at the top. Reds pitching. Tom Seaver has started 3 games, gone 24 innings. He's got 2 wins, 2 complete games. He has struck out 13, walked 7, 113 ERA. Other notables, all their starters. Bonham at 252, Tom Hume 315, Mike Lacoste 328. Fred Norman with a start, with 2 starts, is 250. And tied for Seaver team lead for strikeouts. He is 2-1 with a save. So the Reds have got some pitching going on pretty good. Let's take a look at the Astros. They're doing well. They are 7-3. J.R. Richard, he's got a 2.67 ERA. 3 starts, 2 complete games, 27 innings pitched. He's got 3 wins. He's given up 22 hits, but he struck out 31 in 3 starts. He's doing very well, as would be expected in 1979 with 313 strikeouts. So he is off to a very promising and predictable start. Joaquin Andujar is 3 games started, 16 innings pitched. He's 1-1. 2.25 ERA. You've got Joe Niekro. He's 1-1 with a 3.21 ERA. He has struck out 9, walked 5 in 14 innings of work. Ken Forsch is 1-1 with a 4.60 ERA. He's given up a few earned runs, 7, second most on the team to J.R. Richards with 8, but Richards has twice as many innings pitched, so that's reflected in his ERA. And we'll go to Astros batting. Andujar, we're stuck with Tomlin, whatever. Where's the down thingy? I don't see the down thingy. There we go. Stolen bases. Terry Poole's got 4, caught once. He's 302 batting, 13 for 43. With a double, a homer. A triple. 2 doubles, a triple, and RBI. 3 of them. 1 of them. Home runs. Not a lot of homers for the Astros. Denny Walling, Cesar Cedeno, Julio Gonzalez, and Art Howe each have a homer so far. Not really putting a lot of power out there, but scoring a lot of runs. 11 runs by Craig Reynolds. 8 runs by Jose Cruz. So the Astros are doing pretty good. They're hanging in there. Let's go to Dodger batting. Get over here and click on that once. We have the Dodgers are doing pretty good this year. 9 stolen bases by Davey Lopes. 3 by Darrell Thomas. Not too shabby in the speed department. You have got home runs, 3 by Garvey, 2 by Baker and Say, 2 by Reggie Smith. Batting average, Dusty Baker 333, Ron Say 278, Steve Garvey 409, starting out on fire 375, Davey Lopes. Got a good team going here, the Dodgers do. And let's look at their pitching, because the pitching is doing pretty good as well, as you can see right there. Bert Hooton, 3 starts, 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss, 24 innings pitched. He struck out 14 to 4 walks, 4.50 ERA. Jerry Royce has started 2 games, gone 16 innings, struck out 13, no walks, 169 ERA. Rick Sutcliffe, since Messersmith is not carded, 2 starts, 17 innings pitched, 2-0 win-loss record, 2.12 ERA. He struck out 8, walked 4. Couple of saves, Ken Brett, Charlie Huff. So yeah, the Dodgers do have some pitching there. Let's look at Expos pitching. Another proper but poor color choice. For me reading it anyway. Ross Grimsley is 1 for 1 with a 3.60 ERA. The Expos are kind of low. Sanderson has a start so far, 6 1/3. He got the loss, but a 1.43 ERA, struck out 4, walked 3, gave up 8 hits, but only 1 run. Dan Schatzeder, 3 relief appearances, 3 2/3. He has 2.43 ERA. So the Expos, they're going to explode. You know they are. That's just the way that team was. Let us take a look at their batting. If I can read it. Andre Dawson batting .250, 8 for 32, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. Stolen bases, 4 by Rodney Scott, who is batting .290. He is 9 for 31. He's got a double and 2 homers, 4 RBIs. You've got Tony Perez is starting very well, 11 of 23, batting .478. I think that's what it is, because it's crossing the heck out of my eyes. So you've got some work to do with the Expos, but it's a young season, so we'll see how that goes. So let's go down to the Mets. The Mets are not doing well so far. They really are not. 2-5, if I recall. I'll find out real quick and I'll flip right back. New York Mets are, 2-5 right there, 4.5 games back. Not a whole lot of bright spots. You got 5 guys with a homer. Stolen bases, 2 by Frank Taveras, who is batting .321, 9 for 28. You've got Steve Henderson in left field. He's batting .370, 10 for 27. Double and 3 ribbies. No strikeouts, walked once. That's pretty much it for the Metropolitans. 321 batting for Taveras. Yeah, we covered that. So that is what they've got. Let's look at their pitching. New York Mets pitching. Neil Allen, 2 games, 1 start, 8 1/3 innings. He's 1-1. He has a 6.51 ERA because he's given up 6 earned runs. Got pelted in his start, I believe. Not a whole lot going on there. The starters are getting rocked. Andy Hassler, 6.75 ERA. Craig Swan, 6.55 ERA. He struck out 16 and walked 3, but he's 31 hits in 22 innings, 16 earned runs. 10.29 ERA for Pete Falcone. 1 start so far, 7 innings pitched, gave up 8 earned runs. Struck out 6, walked 3. So the Mets, pitching is not great. Don't expect the Mets to do an awful lot this season, as they did not in real life. Let's look at Philadelphia Phillies. Rob. Earl. Phillies are doing pretty good. They are, let's just go back and we can tell you. Philadelphia jumped out to a 7-1 start here. Due in big part to the pitching. You look at Dick Ruthven, 3.67 ERA and 2 starts. He's 1-1 in 14 2/3 innings worked. Struck out 9, walked 3. Nino Espinosa is doing really well. 2 starts, he's 2-0 after 16 innings. Struck out 8, walked 1 with a 1.69 ERA. Randy Lurch, 2 starts. He's 1-1 in 13 innings pitched. He struck out 4, walked 2 for a 2.77 ERA. Steve Carlton, 5.40 ERA, 2 starts. He's 1-0. He struck out 11, walked 5. He's given up 9 earned runs in 15 innings worth of work. Relieving, Ron Reed is doing pretty good. He's got 2 saves, and Raleigh Eastwick has 2 saves. Raleigh Eastwick In 3 relief appearances, 3 1/3 innings worked, has given up no earned runs and struck out 4. Ron Reed, 4 relief appearances and 5 innings of work, has given up 5 hits, only 1 earned run, struck out 1, walked 1. So, Phillies have a little bit of pitching going on. Let's take a look at their batting, shall we? What do we have? What do we have? Not a lot of stolen bases for the Phillies. Bate McBride has 1, but he's also been caught once. Home runs, you're looking at 2 for Mike Schmidt with a double and 7 RBI. He's 9 for 27, 333 batter. 290 for Manny Trio. He's 9 for 31 with 3 doubles and 2 RBIs. Struck out twice. Pete Rose batting 314. 11 for 35, double triple homer, 4 ribbies, struck out 6 times, walked twice. Let's see who else we got. Here's 333 batting, Bob Boone, 7 games behind the plate, 24 at bats, 8 hits, 3 doubles and 2 ribbies, struck out only twice, no walks. So they're doing pretty good. And now, the Pittsburgh Pirates are off to a 4-5 start. With the as played on Baseball Sim Research, I'm not doing my normal lineup because Taveras was the leadoff batter for the Pirates before he got traded to the Mets. And I'm just working in the... Get off of there. What are you doing? Go away. Go away. What are you doing? Yeah, Demi. Anyway, so Marino's not leading off. I'm playing where he was in the lineup, so Foley is getting a lot of leadoff work. And so far, he's 206 batting, triple, a ribby. He's 7 for 34. Rather than moving around all of the sheets, I'm just plugging them in where they would go. And I don't know if that's having a whole lot of effect. Time will tell. Other batters, Bill Madlock's not starting well. He's only batting 133 for 23. John Milner is 235. Omar Moreno is 294, 10 for 34. He's got 2 triples, a homer. He's stolen 4 bases, caught 3 times. Yeah, I know. And that could be a game right there. Need to be a little more mindful on that with the better arms, even though he's a double-A. He's rolling really, really high on that D20. Dave Parker, 294 batter, 10 for 34. He's got 4 doubles, a triple homer. Bill Robinson is doing really well. He's 8 for 30, 267 batter, but he's got 3 homers right now, leading the Pirates. And 10 RBI, the same there. Willie Stargell has 2 home runs, but he's only been in 5 games so far, so... which just wasn't as played, Willie would be on first all the time. Let's go ahead and look at the Pirates pitching, shall we? Enrique Romo got shellacked in his last relief appearance. That's why he's got a 9 ERA. Don Robinson, the same, 2 starts. He's only gone 9 innings. He's 0-2. Romo 0-2 as well. 16 earned runs in 9 innings pitched, so he's got a 16 ERA. Other starters, Bruce Keeson is doing very well. 2 starts, 2-0. 1 complete game, 15 innings pitched, only 1 earned run given up, but he struck out 10, walked 5. So he's gotten enough run support for what he needed to get done. He's got an 0.60 ERA. John Candelario, 197 in 2 starts. He's 1-0 and 13 2/3 innings pitched, struck out 7, walked 1. Bert Blyleven, 169 ERA. In 2 starts, 16 innings worth of work, no decisions, but he struck out 13, walked 5. Jim Bibby has started 1 game. He's pitched 13 2/3 innings. 2 more relief appearances. He's 1-0, and he has struck out 14, walked 3. So the Pirates have got some good pitching, but they got some bad pitching happening, and the bats are not always there, not yet. So again, it's early in the season, a long way to go. Let's look at Pads, the Padres of San Diego, who are starting at 2-9 down here. 8 games behind the Reds in the West. Pitching, Bob Shirley, 1 start and 3 appearances, 8 2/3 innings, has given up 2 earned runs, given up 5 runs, so there's errors the Padres are committing there. 6K, 6 walks. Randy Jones, 3 starts. He's 1 2, 25 innings pitched. He's given up 13 earned runs. He struck out 12, walked 10. Everybody else is 659, 665, 9, 1047, 1049, and 1149. Padres pitching is, so far in the early running, is horrid. Let's look at their bats. And honestly, not a whole lot going on there. Jerry Turner's doing well. He's batting .310, 13 of 42 in 10 games in left field. He's hit a double homer and 3 ribbies. Dave Winfield, .372, 16 of 43 for 4 doubles, a triple, a homer, 7 ribbies. Struck out 6 times, walked 3, 2 sac flies. .327 batter, Gene Richards, center fielder, 16 for 49. He's hit 3 doubles and a homer. He has stolen 3 bases, caught once. Ozzie Smith has stolen 2 bases, caught 3 times. He's only batting .224. But he's playing well. He's filling that shortstop position very well for the Padres. .444 batter, Jay Johnstone, getting a lot of play at first base. 12 for 27, 3 doubles, a homer, a ribby. Struck out 3 times, walked once. A good start for him. And that is about that right there. 5 guys with a homer, so not a lot of power for the Padres. Let's look at the Giants, the San Francisco Giants batting. They've got 11 games, but they've really spread out their starts a lot, so they don't have a lot of guys with a lot of games. They have 4 that have played in all 11 games, 3 others that have played in 10. You can tell who the starters are. Home runs, 3 by Mike Ivy, the first baseman. He's a .263 batter, 10 for 38. 2 doubles to go with that. He struck out 5 times, walked 4. 2 homers for Jack Clark, the right fielder. He's 8 for 38, only batting .211. Let's see, .348, Johnny LeMaster, filling in at shortstop and occasionally pinch hitting. 8 for 23, double triple, 4 ribbies, struck out 4, walked 1, stole a base. 4 stolen bases by Bill North, leadoff center fielder, but he's also been caught 4 times. He's batting .359, 14 for 39, 4 doubles, 3 ribbies, struck out 7, walked 6. So the Giants don't have much in the way of the bat going yet. However, pitching isn't horrible. Veda Blue, 3 starts, 1 2, 23 innings pitched, not getting the run support. Struck out 8, walked 10, 3.13 ERA. John Montefusco with a 4.05 ERA, 3 starts. He's 1 20 innings of work. He's given up 9 earned runs, but struck out 10, walked 7. Greg Minton's got a save. He's got 4 relief appearances for 6 2/3, a win and a save. He struck out 2, walked 2, but his ERA is 0. Same with Gary Lavelle, 5 appearances, 8 innings. No decisions or saves, but he struck out 9, walked 3 for a triple odd ERA. So the Giants have possibilities going there. And last but not least, let's look at the Cardinals IDJ, shall we? 1979 pitching is not bad, Mark Littell, reliever, 3 appearances. He's got 2 saves and 4 2/3 innings work. Struck out 4, walked 1 for a 1.91 ERA. Silvio Martinez, 4 appearances for 7 innings. He's got a triple odd ERA, as does Darryl Knowles. He's only made 1 appearance for 1 out. Gave up no hits. Your starters are doing pretty good. John Fulham is 2 starts, 1-0 in 14 innings. He struck out 8, walked 1 for a 2.57 ERA. Bob Forsch, 2 starts for 12 2/3. He's 0-2. Only gave up 7 runs, 3 of those earned. but a 2.13 ERA. He's not getting the run support when he's pitching. John Denny, he's got an inflated ERA after 2 starts. He's 1-1. 7.07 is his. Pete Vukovich is 5.12 after 2 starts. He's got a 1-1 win-loss record. Struck 6, walked 6, and 12 1/3. And let's look at the Cardinals batting. Home runs. We've got Ted Simmons. Ted Simmons has 4 homers. He's batting .379, 11 for 29. 2 doubles and a triple and 9 ribbies to go along with that. Struck twice, walked twice. Cardinals have some batting. Gary Templeton, 273. He's 9 for 33. 2 doubles, a triple. He has stolen once and caught once. Tony Scott has stolen twice and caught once. At right field, he's batting only .212. You can get up near the top. Keith Hernandez batting .303, 10 for 33, 4 doubles, 6 ribbies. You look and you look, and you got George Hendrick, Mr. Clean, 269 batting average, 7 for 26. He's got double and 2 homers. So that pretty much is what you got going right there. Back to it here. Philadelphia Phillies off to a good jump at the almost 2-week mark of the season. Game and a half up on the Cubs at 7-1. Cincinnati Reds 10-1, 2 games up on the Dodgers out in the West. So it's looking pretty good, I would say. It's a good start. It's a small sample, so you really can't judge a whole season by it. We all know how the season's going to end up. It just, it's going to be a slow one, and I knew that going in 1979. It's one I'm going to enjoy doing and coming back to. And like you saw there, I'm entering the stats manually on Google Drive. No better way to do it, because if I screw it up, I've screwed it up. I'm not suffering by not knowing software I'm using, as I have in the past. So it's going to take a while to do it. But I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down there in the doobly-doo. And I will catch up with you all later. Have a wonderful evening and keep on rolling.